Hello again, Dr. John Chuback here, Chuback Seminars, where I'm going to help you to understand and master your magnificent mind so that you can bring into your life whatever it is that you're looking for. Financial freedom, wealth, professional success, entrepreneurial success, changes in your life of any kind. The system that I'm teaching about the human mind can bring to you anything that you're looking for. So let's get back into it right away. Where we left off, we had been talking about the conscious mind and the 6 most important words in all of personal development. You become what you think about. Specifically, you become what you think about most of the time because nobody thinks about the same thing all of the time. I left off with the example of my father training us as young people, as kids and adolescents and teenagers, that we should become a doctor, lawyer, or dentist, and lo and behold, that's what we all became. That's how I became convinced that this system works. So when I learned about the stick man system of representing the human mind, it made perfect sense to me, and that's why I want to share it with you so that you can manifest in your life whatever it is that you're looking for to have a life of freedom, happiness, abundance, and financial freedom. So let's get back into it. Let's pick up where we left off. See, this is your mind, and this is your body. Okay? The conscious mind, superconscious, subconscious. Superconscious, conscious, subconscious. The thinking mind. Now, in the thinking mind, we have an X-type idea. In my case, the X-type idea that my father basically instilled us with, subconscious training, was over and over, he said, become a doctor, lawyer, dentist. It'll bring you happiness. It'll bring you respect in the community. It'll bring you a good living. It'll bring you financial freedom. It'll bring you all kinds of wonderful things. You'll be able to care for and serve others, which is extremely important. And that concept then permeated the psychic barrier, leading to the X-type paradigm in the superconscious and the subconscious mind. That brings us to the next concept. This is called the law of vibration. And the law of vibration is a primary law. Primary law, or primary law. As opposed to something that many of you may have heard of, something called the law of attraction. The law of attraction is a very powerful law, but it's a secondary law. Secondary. Why is the law of vibration a primary law and law of attraction a secondary law? Let's get into that right now. If I think X-type thoughts most of the time, right? And I have an X-type paradigm in my subconscious and superconscious mind, then my body will carry out X-type actions to reveal and to achieve and to manifest X-type results. Okay, so what about vibration? Well, if you're thinking X-type thoughts, you will be on an X-type frequency. That's the vibration that your thinking is in. So you will develop a paradigm that's in harmony with that X-type vibration. You're on the same frequency in your conscious mind, subconscious mind, and superconscious mind, and then your body will be on that same frequency. And the body will then drive your actions to be on that same frequency and your results to be once again on that same frequency. your thinking mind will tune your subconscious and superconscious into the same frequency that you're thinking about most of the time, and you'll fall in love with those ideas. Another way to think about it is that the conscious mind is the thinking mind, and the subconscious and superconscious minds are the emotional minds. Emotional minds, extremely important concept. These are the beliefs that you've fallen in love with. These are the ideas that you've repeated to yourself again and again and again. That's what we call the idea of self-talk or auto-suggestion. Hugely important ideas, self-talk and auto-suggestion. So once we have X-type thinking, we will eventually, over time, develop an X-type paradigm in the subconscious and superconscious minds, leading to X-type behavior, leading to X-type results. So in the case of my family, we were thinking doctor, lawyer, dentist, and those were the results that were manifested. It's not a mystery. This works like unadulterated magic. Now, in other families, which we're all familiar with, the X-type thinking, perfectly valid thinking, good thinking, nothing wrong with this kind of thinking, just understanding how the model works leads to X-type paradigm. The ideas that we've fallen in love with. Remember, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. What you think about, you fall in love with. In the emotional mind, the body acts on those thoughts through habitual behavior and manifests the results that you've fallen in love with. So in many families, this could be police officer. This could be firefighter. This could be nurse. This could be electrician. This could be banker. It works exactly the same way, and it works like unadulterated magic, as I keep going over with you. The issue becomes, what if you find yourself in a position like I found myself, where the X-type thinking brought me to seemingly a very, very good place, where I became a doctor and I became a heart surgeon. But things had changed. And to be a heart surgeon wasn't what it once was cracked up to be. So I wanted to change my X-type thinking. I wanted to change my X-type paradigm. I wanted to change my X-type result. What happens when we want to change X, delta X, change X, and trade it, let's say, for a Y-type idea? Have you ever wanted to change one of your ideas, one of your beliefs, one of your actions, one of your results? It can be anything. Smoking, vaping, weight, income. If you've ever wanted to change your X-type ideas and your X-type results, and you've had difficulty in doing that, stick with me, because in upcoming videos, and starting with the next video, I'm going to show you exactly how to manifest different results, better results, improved results, the results that you're looking for and have had trouble bringing into your life in the past. And it works like unadulterated magic. So please subscribe, like, and stick with me, because it's all coming and it's really, really powerful. Thank you so much.